Plus, we got Sonic and Pokemon and Gotham Knights this week.
Yeah, yeah.
So we could just do like one big episode with the news in it, I guess. But yeah, I've not watched Stranger Things. I know that's a blasphemy, but
if anything, that seemed like right up your alley with the D&D stuff.
It is, but I didn't get into it when it started, and when the hype was happening, I just was like, "Fuck that! I'm not gonna watch it because the hype people are too annoying." And then I just never picked it up.
I guess fair. And then I'm also watching The Boys, but that'll be something me and Jeff do. I think Jeff watches Boys. Yeah, he was excited for The Boys.
I will try to pick it up, but no promises for the next couple weeks.
And then you and Jeff have Obi-Wan, and I think all three of us are going to give Ms. Marvel a shot, at least. Depending on how that goes, we'll see what happens with that.
And I'm going to try to go see Jurassic World, but Pride is this weekend, so this next weekend. So it might be the week after kind of thing.
I'm going to make it work. I'm going to make Jurassic World work because it's World Ocean Month. So, and this, I think Wednesday is World Ocean Day. So,
listen, you can have the day, but this is Pride Month.
It's also Ocean Month.
So, in hearing is the ocean is queer.
I mean, lots of weird things happen in the ocean.
But yeah, I guess we can just start talking about the news.
Yeah, so this happened before our show last week, but none of us watched it till like afterwards. But we had the Gotham Knights trailer, and boy, was that a ride!
Yeah,
it was so much a ride that later in the week, the Gotham Knights video game promoted that they have nothing to do with the show; they're separate entities.
Yeah, they kind of had to. That was such a bad trailer.
Like, why is Batman just in a tuxedo and like a plastic helmet?
The worst, that was even the worst thing to me. The worst thing was when the girl was like, he used to call me his little Robin. Like, that sounded so creepily sexual.
This is me. We've never had a Robin this entire time. He's just been barely a Batman.
That's what it feels like.
So it's not even like he's been Batman for a while. He's getting old, and he has villains and everything. No, he was just a dude beating people up, which I guess is Batman, but without all the fun costumes and Robins and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, by the barest minimum, is that what I would call Batman? I mean, I don't know if I would necessarily just be like, yeah, that's Batman, just beating people up, but like,
and it doesn't even use any of his actual kids. It's it's an original character. I forget what he's called in the Gotham Knights.
But it's not Tim. It's not Damian. It's not any of them. It's not even McGinnis.
You couldn't even pick like someone obscure like Helena Wayne, the daughter of Bruce Wayne and Catwoman. We went with a completely new person. Nothing in in the main continuity or an Elseworld story.
Just new character. It's almost like they knew that this show was going to be bad.
And the people we have going along with the journey are Duella Dent, the Joker's daughter, Harper Row, which I feel like we always get it wrong. I think sometimes we say Bluebird, but I think it's Blue Jay or something.
It's Blue Jay.
Is it Blue Jay? Blue Jay is someone else. I think
it's Blue Jay.
Harper, DC Comics.
Bluebird.
Bluebird.
We always say Blue Jay.
I think we say Blue Jay, and Blue Jay is another hero who also has Bluebird aesthetic.
Yeah, and then Duella Dent.
We have Harper's younger brother. we don't usually see him do anything. I don't even think he knows how to fight crime. He's usually pretty young when we see him. And then yeah, we have Two-Face being played by, you say Misha Collins? Is that the Supernatural guy?
Yeah, it's Misha Collins. I can't believe they dragged Misha Collins into this shit show of a show. He's like the sweetest human being, and he got dragged into this bullshit. I feel so bad for him.
He needs work after Supernatural's ended.
That's true. That is very true. He needs work.
And is it Jensen Ackles playing Soldier Boy in The Boys?
Yes, and Jared Padalecki is playing Walker, Texas Ranger.
I didn't know there was another person. I always only hear about those two.
So Misha is Castiel.
Okay.
Jensen is Dean, and then Jared is Sam. And Dean and Sam are brothers. And Castiel
Dean and Sam is the one everyone ships together, right?
No, Castiel and Dean are the ones everybody ships together.
I thought I always hear the ship with the brothers and the.
Well, yes, that also happens. But there's, I think there's a bigger fan base that does Castiel and Dean.
Okay.
Together. We don't talk about the people that ship brothers together because that's just wrong.
I see the brother one like on social media a lot, and I've even seen like the actors react to it like, but we're play siblings. Like, well, they don't care.
Yeah, they even make fun of it within the show.
I think it was a clip from the show. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's why I was like, I know that one exists, even though I have never seen like one episode of this show.
Yeah, so Misha Collins is playing Harvey Dent, which
he's like 3/4 of a Two-Face of a face.
Yeah,
it's like burned this much. He has like an eye.
He has just this eye uncovered, which like to give them one credit, that like makeup and prosthetics team fucking killed that look. Even though it's the wrong look, it's done so impeccably well.
He's the reverse Zuko. Can we just call him reverse Zuko?
Yeah, we can call him the anti-Zuko. But yeah, we do have a Stephanie Brown.
I forgot we had Stephanie Brown.
But she's not Robin.
We have Carrie Kelly.
We do have Carrie Kelly. Yeah, we have Stephanie Brown. I'm literally looking through the casting.
I'm like, wait, are we thinking of Carrie Kelly? Because I know Carrie Kelly's in here, and
we have both.
They're not usually the same age. Carrie Kelly shows up a lot later.
Yeah, we got Brody, who is like the son of.
Okay.
And then we got Cullen Rowe, Turner Hayes, Stephanie Brown, Harper Rowe, Carrie Kelly, and Duella. And then there's Misha Collins as Harvey Dent.
Are we gonna hate watch this when it comes out?
Yeah, I think we have to. I think this is even more of a shit show than Titans.
Well, the downside with this is a CW show, so it's not like on a streaming service.
It's only gonna be on Hulu for like a week, then or two.
The CW TV has its CW shows for the latest 5, so as long as we stay on top of it, the CW TV will have it. But it has commercials, and I hate commercials so much.
Same. We're just gonna have to really like get on each other about watching this because I don't have cable.
I mean, you don't need cable for CW TV.
I don't have any live television. I live in the year 2022. We stream shit. We don't watch it live.
I'm the same way. Like, I don't even remember the last time I watched something like live on TV and not through like Twitch or YouTube, I guess.
I don't remember the last time I watched something that wasn't a sporting event live.
See, I don't even watch those, so good.
Probably Game of Thrones episode 1 of the last season.
If it's not on Twitch or YouTube, I'm not watching it live, apparently.
But moving on into some better news. We got Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, the second trailer.
We got the second trailer. Did you watch the second trailer?
I did.
Okay.
I mean, it looks more like your stereotypical Pokemon game than
You think so?
Arceus did. I think they're pulling some things from Arceus. They're pulling some things from other things, but
Yeah.
it feels more traditional Pokemon with just add more additions to it.
Yeah. So I think we're doing a lot of stuff with Legends Arceus. We have open world. We got some exploration. I It's not like confirmed or anything, but they're at least saying it is a true open world where you can just go anywhere you want. You don't have to do the gyms in any specific order or anything.
That would be really interesting. I don't foresee that happening, especially because there's usually a story tying the gyms into it.
We'll have to see how that goes. The one thing I'm confused by, it does mention you can play online with 3 other friends.
Yeah, that
And
I do.
I want to know what exactly that means. Like, can we jump a trainer together?
Can we team battle?
Like, I guess team battle makes sense for people for NPCs who are standing next to each other, but can we all just find like youngster Joey and be
Beat
3v1 him?
just beat the living shit out of youngster Joey. He sends out his Rattata. We each send out like a Charizard. Just go, what now?
It's like we're sending out the legendaries because we ignored him at the beginning of the game. We only come up to him after becoming the champions. All of us becoming champions somehow.
Yeah, that sounds hilarious.
I was like, well, what does this mean? Like, are there certain parts where it's gonna be one player exclusive, other parts we can like explore?
Maybe it'll be like the Dynamax kind of thing.
Maybe. I know. Maybe it's like this. Like, I know for Genshin, like for the story quests, you have to be in single player mode, but for like the rest of the game, for like maybe dungeons and raids and everything, that's when you can have like multiple players or open world.
Yeah, maybe they'll put in some dungeons and raids. That was my first thought, but it just feels so not Pokemon to do that.
I mean, we have it in Sword and Shield, and they're very popular. Like, a lot of people stream them doing that with the community where it rotates people in and out for those raids.
Yeah, that's true. That would be really cool if they did that, and it would probably get me to play the game a lot more. Because typically, I just play Pokemon games until I get through the story, and then I'm like, okay, yeah, I beat it.
Because nothing says we're not getting Dynamax and Gigantamax again. Because I know Mega evolutions were done in 2 different generations. They were done in Alpha, Sapphire, Mega Ruby, and in the Kalos regions with X and Y. But Z moves were only in Alola, and so far Gigantamax and Dynamax is only in Galar. But Galar is kind of right next to, I don't even know what this new region is called, but it's based in Spain and Iberian Peninsula.
Yeah,
And England's not that far.
that is true. Yeah, I'm pretty excited about the Pokemon games. I took a long break from Pokemon, and it was Sword and Shield that kind of, or I guess it was Let's Go that really like got me back into it. And then like getting into Sword and Shield was really fun. Arceus I still not have completed because it kind of its nicheness kind of wore out on me when it just felt super grindy.
Yeah, I haven't finished it either. But to be fair, I haven't finished the DLCs for Sword and Shield. Like, I bought them, I done some stuff, but I did not finish the DLC. We'll see how we feel about this game.
Yeah.
We also got the introduction of 3 new Pokemon. We have the one the internet's going crazy for, Lechonk. He's like everywhere.
Everybody loves a good chonk.
People are talking about if he's not, his evolved form's not called Lethic, we riot.
Yeah, I mean, the internet has been down with the thickness for a very long time, and Nintendo is delivering.
We have Palmy, which I've seen a lot of cute art for. People are enjoying Palmy. I feel like Palmy is kind of based on a hamster based on its design.
Yeah.
So it fits the whole electric rodent vibe.
Yeah, I would love to see something ridiculous like its evolved form is just a hamster in a wheel, or like in a clear ball.
So here's the sad thing. If it's a Pikachu clone, it's not going to evolve because none of the other Pikachu clones evolve.
That is true.
So like Pachirisu, Emolga, Plusle, like none of them evolve. So Palmy might just be a single stage for a reason. They don't, even though they're all based on Pikachu, who has an evolution. They just don't want it.
And a previous form.
It's like we're not gonna acknowledge that when making the variant for this region because we don't let Pikachu evolve in the anime.
Yeah.
And then we also got introduced to Small Olive, who at first I thought was maybe a regional variant of Badoo, but no, it's its own Pokemon. We have a grass type.
I don't remember that one. Ah, yes.
He's the olive one. I thought he'll be like Badoo, but. And we also got introduced to not one, but two professors, and they're both hot.
Yes. Professor Mommy, Professor Daddy have come to play. It's probably the internet's whole reason to buy the game.
It's conflicting people a lot on the internet which professor they want. Because we have Professor Sada, who his name is based on pasada, the Spanish word for past, while the other professor is Professor Turo, based on futuro, which is Spanish word for future. So this looks like we're going to be dealing with time travel, past and future. And even the legendaries kind of depict that with the red one. I forget his name. I saw it earlier. Like Miriodon or something. Having a more like prehistoric aesthetic almost. While the other one is definitely digital.
Yeah, there's Miraidon and who's the digital, and Koraidon. Who's very, very prehistoric. And I like that it looks like it's a dinosaur-esque Pokemon with feathers, which I thought you would also like.
See, I'm gonna admit when the names got introduced, I kind of wanted Violet just because I like the color Violet more than the color Scarlet. But I think I do like the legendary for that game, and I want to talk more with Professor Mommy.
Yeah, I think that's my problem. Is that I want to go to Professor Mom, but I like Miraidon more, and that's my problem right now.
No, I like the prehistoric one more, honestly. But I think when it comes down to it, I need to see what Pokemons are going to be like game exclusive, figure that out, and I'll just, if it happens to be Violet, I'm just going to be so sad that I'm going to miss Professor Mommy and her fangs.
Yeah, and I think another thing too, though, is that it depends on if they do a dual pack again, and if the dual pack is affordable in any way, because they usually set the dual pack to be a little bit cheaper than if you were to buy them each separately.
Oh yeah.
So
I don't usually do the dual packs because I don't think I need to. I'm fine with just one.
That's true. That's fair.
And I'll hopefully have a friend who picks the other one. But I think that's about it. I think that's all that was really introduced. We got the 3 new Pokemon. We got the professors. We got 4 players. We see that's open world. We see the region. We saw some Pokemon that will be in the game, like Venonat, Cragnol.
I do love a good Venonat. I like my poison types.
So someone mentioned this is Venonat's first time being in one of the Pokemon games in years. Yeah, he has been left out apparently for a couple generations.
He has. He hasn't been around for a while, and I do like Venonat.
I was like, wow.
I actually one of my Pokeballs is a Venonat.
Oh,
the Pokeball terrariums. One of them is a Venonat, and the other one's a Gengar.
Okay.
So I like my poison types. It's because I like the color purple.
Well, Violet seems like your kind of game.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that's about it. We haven't seen what the starters are going to evolve into. Sprigatito, Fuecoco, Quaxley. So
we know which one Haxley's going with.
My community seems to be intent that Haxley gets Quaxley, and I just might not evolve Quaxley this entire journey. Poison's cool, but nothing beats Mew.
Yeah,
Agreed.
Mew's
Mew's
pretty
like one of
cool.
my favorite ones.
Mew's pretty cool. I love Mew too, especially because of Mew, not Mewtwo. Although I do like Mewtwo, I prefer Mew over Mewtwo. I like Mew as well because you can always throw Mew in the who's the first Pokemon argument. I like that.
I stole your card, mail it to you. No. No. Because I bought this at Target like years ago, like, and I just left it there because I thought it looks pretty cool just on my shelf.
How
I looked
much
it
is it
up.
worth now?
I think it's like 120 or something.
Yeah, that's how that works.
We can sing you happy birthday, Exes.
But you don't want that.
But the Mew card's mine. It's gonna stay on my shelf. Maybe one day I will finally open it. But for now, maybe I should have just bought two. Kept open one, kept the other one for my shelf.
But yeah, so we got that. Do we want to start talking about Sonic?
Yeah, I think I don't got anything else about Pokemon. We got a glimpse of Sonic Frontiers.
I'm so excited.
It seems pretty fun.
We haven't had like a true good Sonic game in a while. Like the last good run of Sonic games was probably the GameCube generation.
Probably like the last time I played like a Sonic game where it's like on GameCube with
I mean Sonic Adventure 2,
Sonic
the
Adventure
Shadow
2.
series, like
I forget Sonic Sonic Heroes, I think was pretty cool.
that one was pretty fun.
What was the racing one with the skateboards? I had fun with that one.
Yeah, I mean I have fun with every Sonic game. Like I am a Sonic fan, but I'm excited for an open world Sonic because if it's done right, it will be put into the conversation of Sonic Adventure 2.
And just in time for Sonic 3 and the Knuckles TV show.
Truly, Sonic is having a great moment in terms of media right now.
Yeah, we've already seen the popularity of Ugly Sonic thanks to the Rescue Rangers,
which I have not watched for reasons.
Well, it's not on here in news, but apparently, it's come out in an interview that if they weren't able to get Ugly Sonic in the movie, there is sketch art and plans for it to have been replaced by Jar Jar Binks.
Incredible. Incredible.
You're thinking of playing all the Sonic games on stream? Do it! Do it!
Yeah, do it. Sonic games are awesome. And I think the biggest thing to help for streams is to play things that are going to be where you're having fun or you're absolutely petrified and your community has fun. Like those are the two choices.
All right. Anything else we got to say about the Sonic Frontiers?
No, I think that's good. Moving to the PlayStation State of Play, we're gonna go through this quickly because there's not a lot to say about a lot of this. It's more just about like what you're excited about, what you might not be. Callisto Protocol, Haxley. I know you probably don't feel any certain way about it, but put it on the list because you play horror games for your stream sometimes, and it's coming from the creators of Dead Space, and those guys know how to make a good horror game. Next, we have Spider-Man's getting ported to PC, which is awesome because that means more people get to experience the best superhero game to come out since the Arkham series. And I'm a huge Spider-Man fan, and that, like, I think unbiasedly, that game is just incredible to play, and it was only made so much better because of Spidey.
I'm not a Spider-Man fan. He's like my least favorite superhero.
That is true. EA does typically shit the bed with most games. As somebody that plays a lot of EA games, that is certainly true. But I think Callisto Protocol could really be good if they do it right. It's been in development for 4 or 5 years now, so it'll either be really good or really bad, as those long-term projects usually are. Next, we have a game that's probably got the coolest art style on the list, which is Roller Drome, a skating shooting game.
I don't know how I feel about this game, honestly.
I can't tell if it's meant to be multiplayer or single player.
I feel like
Um,
multiplayer would be so hard.
yeah, that's how I feel. And I feel like if it's multiplayer, I'm not going to pick it up because I know I'm going to be dog shit and people are going to kill me all day. But if it's single player, I might pick it up because that could be a really cool story. One of my favorite games that has ever been made is Jet Set Radio Future, which is a game about roller skating. So it'd be kind of a throwback to that for me, especially because Jet Set Radio Future has some of the coolest art out there as well. But next we have probably the game I'm most excited for from this list, which is Stray.
Gonna be honest, you've been talking about Stray for a long time. I've been like uncaring about playing as a cat, but seeing this gameplay, it does seem interesting. I think I finally understand why you've been interested in this game.
It looks
At
so
first,
much
like,
fun.
I don't care about being a cat.
It looks like the best action adventure you could
And
ask
then I get
for.
to fight like like robot mice and like people are shooting me. So there's something going on at least.
So Stray is like it's a game where you're trying to get back home as a cat, and you're being accompanied by a robot's friend that like rides on your back and floats above you at times, and it's this weird action adventure that's got some platforming and some shooting, and it looks really really good. I'm very excited for it. It comes out in July, and I plan on streaming it.
Yeah.
Um,
I've never played Goat Sim, but I think I'm familiar enough to say it's not exactly that where Goat
it
Sim
is not like Gotham.
where it's just hilarity. This looks like very intense.
Yeah, this looks
MMO.
like there's going to be some really good storytelling in this game, and I'm excited for it.
I wonder if I can like change my cat so I'm not just like an orange tabby.
I'm sure there'll be skins and cosmetics. Like it seems like the perfect game to have that. Who doesn't want to have every kind of cat you can, right? Um, Next up, we have Eternites, which is a dating sim turn RPG turn fighter. That looks interesting. I would stream it, honestly. It looks fun enough to stream it. It looks like it's got some fun RPG-ness, and it's a dating sim, which those sort of like
This is the
fun.
one that looked kind of like Fire Emblem, right?
Yes, it's a little Fire Emblem-y.
Okay. Maybe I would be interested in this because I like Fire Emblem.
After that, we have probably the thing I'm second most excited for, which is Final Fantasy 16. I'm somehow more excited about a cat than a Final Fantasy game, which I never thought would happen. But I gotta say, what I really appreciate from the trailer is all of the gods and whatnot being shown throughout it. All the summons, and it looks like you get to play physically as them, which would be a first. Usually they just show up and wreck stuff, but if you get to actually like control them, that would be insane and nuts. And I'm pretty excited. I'm always excited for a new Final Fantasy. Square just kills it when it comes to that series, and they're really good with story and graphics and gameplay, which are kind of the three things. After that was a pretty interesting game called Seasons: A Letter to the Future, where you are a person that captures moments throughout the world that you're in, but that world, the seasons are different eras in history and not in like spring, winter, and fall and summer. It looks pretty cool. The art style is pretty neat. I'm not sure how I feel about it. I would love to see more on the game before I would invest money in it. After that is Street Fighter fighting game. Looks fun. Not for me because I'm gonna get my ass beat.
Yeah, I don't play fighting games like that, so it looked pretty cool. It had some cool music in it, but I don't know. If I play it, I'm just gonna have my ass handed to me by my community, probably.
Yeah, like, and it's not even that like I don't like fighting games. I love fighting games, but Street Fighter's never been a franchise that I've played.
I don't think I've ever played Street Fighter.
I'm more of a Tekken and Soul Calibur and then anime fighting games.
I've played Injustice and like Mortal Kombat, but I don't think I've ever played like Street Fighter or Tekken.
I've played my fair share of Mortal Kombat uh, and Injustice, but it's when I want to play a fighting game, I typically want to go to like Tekken or Soul Calibur,
I played Soul Calibur.
or like Naruto games kind of thing. But yeah, I suck at those games though. And like once they opened up online and you had to play against people that were way better than you, I went from being really good at fighting games to being like, oh, I ain't shit.
Yeah, I know nothing. Once online became a thing, it's no longer a couch co-op between my little group. I realized how little I know about the world.
Truly, how I feel about fighting games. After that, we have Tunic coming to PlayStation, which is really cool. Tunic's a great game if you haven't played it before. It's on Game Pass. If you have that, I definitely suggest checking it out. Otherwise, and you have a PlayStation 5, definitely grab it. It's a fun like Zelda-esque RPG where you play a fox, a sword and shield wielding fox.
Okay.
So it's very inspired by Zelda and a few other games, but the biggest influence is definitely Zelda. And then we've got the PSVR 2, PlayStation VR 2 coming, and we've got an exclusive from it, which is Horizon Call of the Mountain. It looks absolutely incredible. It looks like you get to just jump straight into the body of Aloy and run around and kill things.
Is it Aloy? I thought it was like a boy.
It might be a boy. I literally only looked at screen grabs of it because I didn't watch the full trailer for it, but it looks beautiful.
Yeah, from what I could tell, it was like it's a different character, maybe like an original character in this universe, and it looks terrifying to fight these mechas in VR.
Oh yeah, the mechas are so terrifying in third person. I can't imagine how terrifying they're going to be in
like, oh my god,
first person. But I love the series, so the fact that it's getting a VR version is incredible. I hope that I can use the first version of the VR for it because I don't want to sink money into into PlayStation VR, and I was able to get the first version of VR for free.
We'll have to see.
Yeah, we're also getting No Man's Sky and Resident Evil 6 for PSVR, which is pretty cool. I think No Man's Sky is way cooler to get in VR. It's a gorgeous game, and it's even better looking in VR than Resident Evil, but I try to not play horror games in VR because that's fucking awful.
Does not sound fun. Being chased by. Well, I mean, from what I can tell, those zombie girls look hot. Are they zombie girls? What are these people?
They're hot, but they want to eat you.
I mean, sometimes sacrifices have to be made, right?
And then outside of that, that is our news pertaining to the entertainment world. I have some personal news, a big announcement, which is I am putting in my 2 weeks notice on tomorrow and starting a new job, which should have a better work-life balance, which means I'll be able to stream again.
Woo!
Which is super exciting. That's pretty much the big news is being able to stream again. Because I have not streamed outside of this podcast for like at all this year.
It's been a long time.
It's like I work 5 to 7 days out of the week typically. And I work long hours, and I will no longer be doing that and be making more money. It's a dream come true, truly.
All right, sounds good. Sounds good. All right. And today for the new media of the week, we are talking only Young Justice because I am not watching Obi-Wan and Maya is not watching The Boys, and I don't think there was anything else new that came out for us to talk about.
Not that I know of.
But it's okay. Because next week, apparently, we are super busy with the Young Justice finale, which I thought was this week. I was apparently wrong.
Yeah, it's Young Justice, Miss Marvel, Boys,
Obi-Wan Kenobi 3 and 4.
And Jurassic World. It's gonna be a content heavy. We might shorten the news section quite a
We're gonna
bit
do the
next
news
week.
last because Jeff might have to leave before we're done.
Yeah, like we're probably gonna do Young Justice, Obi-Wan Kenobi, and Miss Marvel, and The Boys, and then Jurassic World, and then news. That'll probably be the schedule for next week's show.
Because it's not even The Boys 1 and 2. They dropped the first 3 episodes on Friday.
Yeah.
So me and Jeff will have to talk about episodes 1, 2, 3, and 4 when we finally get back.
Yeah, and I might be able to catch up because I was halfway through season 2 last I checked, but I don't know if I will.
Well, if not, me and Jeff can handle it because you and Jeff have Obi-Wan. Because I have no intentions of starting the Star Wars franchise.
Yeah, I understand why you don't want to. It makes a lot of sense, especially when whoever showed you decided to go with episode 1 first, because they're a bunch of idiots. Even if it's one person, collectively, they're a bunch of idiots. So,
all right, so we're ready to start Young Justice.
Let's do it.
Hello, everyone. It's me, Haxley. Today, I'm joined by Just My. Jeff is on vacation for the week, and we're talking about Young Justice, episode 25. Over and out. Not the finale like I thought last week. So if you watch this live, I'm sorry for being wrong. If you watch this later on the YouTube, there is like a little blurb saying I was wrong. This is not the penultimate episode last week.
Yeah, this is the penultimate episode.
This one, right?
And Haxley, I feel like we gotta just point straight at you and see if you need to be talking to Black Canary, if you need to go through your own grief genre like Beast Boy did this season. How are you doing?
Not great. I'm pretty angsty. I'm really hoping the finale will show us our worst fears is not happening. This is just a little scare tactic. But
I don't know.
If this is for real, we're writing. I don't even know where Nightwing is right now. Where is he? I usually have a Nightwing near my desk.
I don't know, man. I think the best butt in the DC universe is officially dead.
It can't be. They can't just do this to me.
They literally showed his heart stopping. Not showed, but you heard it.
Okay, but it's not the first time a Bat family member has stopped a heart just so a Kryptonian would not do more.
That is true. But has Dick ever done it?
Has Dick himself done it? I don't think I've seen Dick himself. I've seen Lex Luthor stop Dick's heart to stop a bomb that's connected to his heart.
I don't think he's making it through. He had a pretty severe head injury.
Well, he's been shot in the head before by the KGB Beast, but that was the start of the Rick Grayson era, and we don't want to talk about Rick Grayson ever again. We don't want them to ever make any mention that Rick Grayson was ever a thing.
What if they do?
That's not a young. Then I'm glad season 5 has not been announced. No season 5 for you if we get Rick Grayson, if that's the plan.
Yeah, I mean, this is like typically we go through the whole episode, but I feel like this truly is the most important thing that happened this episode was that everybody gets away. We knew that was happening. But we lost 2 people this episode that we know of. We lost Dick Grayson and Rocket. And Rocket's kind of rough too, because last episode she was finally like okay with her kid being autistic. And
what
then
makes it even
immediately
worse
rip her away.
is that ending was it like Rocket's living room with like where the kids like playing with the cars upside down.
Yes. Yeah.
Like, oh god. Is Rocket not making it back?
I don't think she is. I think the Dick death might be a misdirect, but the Rocket is not.
Well, I think we should kind of start from the beginning at this point, but we have Zod, Ursa, the other Kryptonian, I don't know her name, talking with Lord Zod. The unnamed Kryptonian, I have no idea. She could be named. She could not be named. Is ordered to go back through the boom tube, get all the other Kryptonians together to travel back.
At which point,
Green Lantern Forager shoots the Kryptonian Zods.
yeah, and the crew who was in the Phantom Zone blocks the way.
Mm-hmm.
Due
to the injuries, Zod and Ursa got Lord Zod gets Malekith to open a new boom tube to the Fortress of Solitude, where they can go into the solar pods to kind of heal up, get super strong, and they can open up a boom tube to the Phantom Zone there. When they open that one, the team can't just let an army of Kryptonians out on Earth. So they make the last stand of Thermopylae and prevent the passageway.
And Dick Grayson goes through the boom tube into the Fortress of Solitude to run into the Zods.
He destroys the solar panel, so they don't get super strong right away. But Lord Zod is pretty angry, so he has to fight a Kryptonian. And this is where it goes dark for our hero.
For the best of us.
Lord Zod throws Dick Grayson into a statue. The statue kind of falls on top of him, and we see Dick Grayson's head bleeding out profusely. And Lord Zod mentions his heart has stopped. He is dead. Now, maybe this could be a misdirect. Nightwing could just be slowing his heart down because he knows Kryptonian can hear it and doesn't want to get finished till they come up with a better plan. But we might have to get ready for a riot next week, guys.
Yeah. Dick Grayson's not necessarily my favorite DC character, but he's definitely up there, and it's going to hurt. That's really the important bit of the episode is Dick Grayson goes down. After that,
we get the Eye of Ekron choosing its new holder.
That was the most wild thing. Like, the Eye of Ekron, which came from the future, I assume.
No, it was in Metron's vault. Remember, he grabbed it.
That's right.
Because we talked about last episode. We were talking about Emerald Empress because how Lord Zod just took the Eye of Ekron out of the Metron's vault.
So now, one of the Kryptonians has the power of Superman and the entire Green Lantern Corps.
Yep, we have Ursa Zod, the new or old Emerald Empress. Because Emerald Empress won't be born for like 1,000 years, so I guess she's the old one?
Yeah, timelines are weird. The current Emerald Empress
is Ursa Zod.
Yes. And it's kind of wild.
And we have our other hero, Superman, Bart Allen, all the other ones on a bioship being supercharged by Green Lantern's ring and Bart's speed force or whatever, heading towards Earth to the Fortress of Solitude to stop Zod and the army of Kryptonians. But it's okay. Even if the Fortress of Solitude has defenses, a bioship has been connected to all of them, so it can come undetected to the Fortress of Solitude, but not to the Eye of Ekron.
I have a feeling that the Eye of Ekron will die, or Ursa Zod will die by Zatanna's hand. Because the only time the Emerald Empress has died is when the eye can no longer see her, and it supposedly sucks the life force from you, but keeps you young and powerful, and it's a heavy burden to carry something so strong, essentially. And I think Zatanna will use her magical abilities to make it so that the eye can no longer see Ursa Zod, and that'll be it.
It could be. It could be.
And
But
because she dies before Laura's born, Laura disappears.
we also have to remember there are other cards in play right now. The
That is
Earth
true.
has other magical wielders. Not only that, I don't think Lex Luthor or the Light will take kindly to a Kryptonian invasion in the middle of Metropolis right now.
That is also true because the last thing we see is them taking control with Superman being poisoned by kryptonite and Connor.
Brainwashed.
Yeah.
In the middle of Metropolis where Lex Luthor lives. So I'm honestly expecting the Light to be the ones to deal with
With the
the
Kryptonians.
Kryptonians.
That could be. I could see that happening. I could see Vandal Savage being a big part of it too.
Mm-hmm.
Because
Vandal
he wants
Savage,
to control it.
Clarion the Witch Boy. I don't think any of them can handle Clarion the Witch Boy, honestly.
Maybe Emerald Empress with her new powers.
Maybe. It depends on how powerful this eye is compared to a Lord of Order or a Lord of Chaos.
I mean, it is the entire Green Lantern Corps plus Superman. That's
true.
pretty powerful.
But Kryptonians, like, two weaknesses. Kryptonites and magic. And this eye is also weak against kryptonite for whatever reason.
And magic. It's because it's green. It must be weak to kryptonite.
That's not how this works. Because the Green Lanterns in the comics, they used to be weak against the color yellow and to wood.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. DC doesn't know how to do weaknesses. Let's just leave it at that. Most Marvel superheroes are weak against a bullet.
Very true.
So, yeah, no, I'm interested to see what happens.
So yeah, I think.
Go ahead.
So I think the Light could either take a play, or another option I could see is Darkseid, because he's also been kind of foreshadowed. Kind of, they've been playing Apocalypse and Apocalypse War and everything. And Mary Marvel met with Granny Goodness like during the last mid-season break stuff.
That is true.
I think Mary Marvel can take on the Emerald Empress.
That's possible. I definitely see Darkseid not liking the fact that he's basically being two-timed.
Mm-hmm.
Like, why would the Kryptonites follow him after this?
Yeah. Another option is, I don't think this is the case, but it could be why we were introduced to Infinitors not that long ago. Maybe the Infinitors will be the hero, and the next season's all about the people choosing the Infinitors or the Justice League.
I could see them doing something like that, but that's really bad. Like, I don't actually see that happening.
I mean, we introduced them like 2 episodes ago and just did like.
I think that was purely for next season setup.
Yeah, but like them saving the day could also be for next season's setup because it sets up that people are divided on who should be the main heroes of Earth, the Infinitors or the Justice League, and it can kind of make an arms race for their public image.
That is true. Yeah, I didn't even think about that.
There's so much going on. Darkseid's going on, Infinitors going on. I don't see Lex Luthor being okay with any of this. Like, there's a lot, and obviously, there's just all the other heroes of Earth.
Yeah, I could see it being a Light and the Justice League team up, and then maybe this is what happens: the Light and the Justice League team up, and the public does not like that.
Mm-hmm.
And like they're thankful for being saved, but they don't like that the Light and the Justice League teamed up to save them. And they've got this other group, the Infinitors, doing things. And maybe some of them start pushing for the Infinitors to be doing more.
Because like if Justice is willing to work with these people with terrible track records, why should we trust them?
Yeah.
Compared to the Infinitors who haven't done stuff like that, I guess.
Yeah, even though we know that there's some really shicey shit happening behind closed doors with the Infinitors.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It's a weird. We're in a weird crossroads.
We have one episode left to the finale, and there's just so much going on. We don't know what could happen. We don't know what happens to someone when they're inside a boom tube when it collapses. We don't know if Nightwing's just playing possum for now, and if not, maybe Halo can get to him because Halo can heal.
Also, another big thing is how's Beast Boy going to react to Connor being in Metropolis?
That could be another big thing. Can we also talk about the other death potential death? I think Bioship is dead. Bioship just got like torn apart by the Eye of Ekron. And you gotta remember, it's a sentient thing.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
We've known Bioship since season 1.
I was trying to not think about them killing Bioship off because I swear to God, if they kill Bioship.
Like, we've known her since season 1. She's always been the good girl helping the team. And she was going to retirement. She just had kids.
I'd be so mad. So mad. But yeah, I don't really have anything else to say. How did you feel about this episode? How good was it?
I don't know if I can say it's good. It's very anxiety-inducing. I really need to see what happens next.
That's fair. I think that means it was a good episode though, because there was a lot happening, but it didn't really have a lot of flaws, and everything was just happening nonstop, and it just makes me want more.
Yeah. I really want to see the finale, which will happen Thursday over on HBO Max, where you can go stream it there. But till then, we're just stuck wondering what happens to Nightwing? What happens to Rocket? What is Bioship okay? Who's going to save the day from an army of Kryptonians?
Yeah, with
the Eye of Ekron.
This is DC's What If. For sure. Will
we get a season 5?
Next time on Young Justice Z. Will our heroes prevail? Probably not.
I mean, they gotta figure something, because I don't know where this.
I think our villains will prevail. I think not the Kryptonians, but the light. After you mentioned the light, I think that's the most.
I think the light is the most likely option to me. If not, this could be how we set up the Infinitors to be a credible threat for next season.
Yeah, those are the only two options, which I think the Infinitors are also villains.
100%. Because I forget, is the guy controlling Markov working for Darkseid or the light?
I think he's working for the light.
The light, okay. I remember he's working with someone. I can't remember who he was talking to.
I think it was light. It could be Darkseid, but I think it was the light.
Yeah, he might be working for the light. And then obviously we still have whatever Darkseid's doing, because we saw him trying to get Mary Marvel to their side, trying to corrupt her, and she could honestly fight them. She uses magic and everything.
Yeah, I think Darkseid is actually going to be a next season thing. I think Young Justice loves to do multiple things with one season, and I could foresee it being an Infinitors Darkseid season.
But last season, season 3, was the Apocalypse, if I recall. Justice League Apocalypse.
Yeah, but it's like, who do you fight after Darkseid?
I don't know.
That's kind of the problem with him.
You fight the Anti-Monitor next.
They don't need to do that. Not after Flash and them ruined it. Not after the Arrowverse really hurt the Anti-Monitor.
Or we can just end it, so it can have a nice ending and not be left on a cliffhanger of us wanting more. Maybe this could be the
nice. But I don't think that this is the end, because there's just so much going on.
They're setting up so much stuff. Greg Weisman's the creator is on Twitter trying to get renewed Young Justice season 5 trending on Twitter and everything. He got a lot of support, a lot of people trending for it. But we still got no announcement from the higher ups of Warner Brothers Discovery.
I think it'll end up getting getting a 5th season.
I mean, I don't see why not. Honestly, animation is probably like the easiest thing for them to do.
Yeah, especially like it is a lot more money than live production typically is.
Okay.
Um, just because there's more actors, there's more like people in the production with animation because you still have like your lighting, your sound designers, all of those, but also in animation. But right now, that's the big thing that's separating HBO Max from anybody else is that we're not getting a lot of animation from Amazon Prime or Netflix or Hulu or any of them.
We were getting from Netflix, but they canceled the animation department. And I know HBO Max was doing a lot of animation because it is the fastest one out of the things to do.
Yes.
And they needed content out.
And it just makes sense for them to keep doing it. Like they still don't have a lot of content.
Yeah.
So plus like people really care about Young Justice.
People love Young Justice. Some people care about Young Justice. Greg Wiseman's Twitter is a mix of him trying to get Young Justice renewed for season 5, and then people complaining about how he's made Young Justice very woke and everything.
It was always though, like the political leaning of the show hasn't changed.
Yeah. If anything, they maybe be doing more, but I mean, that doesn't hurt the show.
Yeah.
I think the only thing that hurts the show is like they're doing a lot with a short amount of time. Like the Halo thing was kind of only in there just to make her non-binary. It didn't really affect anything going on from what I can tell.
Yeah, they really,
and that's just the fault of the time constraints they have, honestly.
Yeah.
And them only having one show instead of like a comic book, which can have individual comics for all these characters, tell the story.
I really hate comic book nerds when they complain about wokeness because like that's kind of the whole point of comics. That's always been the point of comics. Comics have always been extremely left leaning for their times.
Yeah.
Like most villains in the DC universe are huge CEO billionaires. Or they're like under like they're the dark side of the world. They're the assassins groups and things like that. But it's a lot of it is rich people. It's not that surprising. So I think that's it though for the show.
Yeah, I think that's all we got about Young Justice episode 25. Over and out. So if you enjoy what we said, go ahead and leave a like, comment, subscribe to the channel, follow us, get those notifications when we drop new videos. We'll talk about a lot of other things besides Young Justice.
Yeah, especially once the season's over next week. Like it might be the whole series over next week.
Could be the whole series over. If we don't get another one, we just gotta get ready for Harley Quinn. For if you just want to hear DC, because I think that's gonna be the next one.
Harley Quinn's gonna drop this month.
It's not gonna surprise me if it drops a week after the Young Justice finale.
It's Pride Month. Harley and Ivy are together. It's gonna drop.
Watch the Kite Man show come out first.
Oh my god! I swear to God, if they do that, I'll be so bad.
Okay, well, I guess that's our show. We'll be back. Not tomorrow. We'll be back in like 8 days, I guess.
Yeah, we'll be back next week
to talk about Young Justice episode 26, the finale. Obi-Wan Kenobi. Is it just Obi-Wan Kenobi, or is it just Obi-Wan?
It's Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Obi-Wan Kenobi, episode 3 and 4.
Yeah.
The Boys 1, 2, 3, and 4. Miss Marvel episode 1. If they only drop 1, I don't know what they're gonna do with this.
Yeah.
And hopefully Jurassic World Dominion.
Yeah.
I will also be streaming a lot this week for pretty much World Ocean Day is Wednesday, so I was going to celebrate all week I'm gonna have a little charity thing going for Miss minorities in shark science. So if you want to donate to that later this week, you can. But I will be streaming. I'll be streaming tomorrow some Genshin Impact, honestly, because I was planning on doing the podcast tomorrow, but that changed pretty quickly.
Yeah, sorry about that. I am working evenings all week this week.
It's okay. It's okay. And then Monday, we are playing Pokemon Unite rank. It's Rank Tuesday, where we'll only be playing as water Pokemons for me. So I'll be only going in as Cramorant, a Greninja, a Blastoise. I don't know what other water Pokemons there are. I'm not gonna go in as a Azumarill. I'm not gonna do Azumarill
Why not?
because I suck at Azumarill.
Well,
Azumarill's not even that great of a Pokemon, even after it got buffed this past patch.
Hopefully, your first three choices don't get taken away.
On Wednesday, we're going to be playing Pokemon Snap. We'll be doing our best David Attenborough impression. And after Pokemon Snap, we'll continue with some Pokemon Unite. Friday, I am planning to play Mario Strikers and Ring Fit Adventure for you guys. I'm going to play Ring Fit Adventure before almost all of these streams because I still owe 7 games of Ring Fit Adventure for you guys. And then Sunday, on Saturday, we're going to start a 24-hour stream for World Ocean Week where I'll be I don't even know what I'm just going to be streaming 8 p.m. till 8 p.m. Sunday. We'll figure it out then. I'm going to have an Excel sheet to send out to some friends if they want to join me for some games. But yeah, prepare for long hours of me playing video games with some surprise guests like Gooseberry, Only a Ghost, Vox, maybe Mai if Mai's available for some games.
This next week, I'm probably not going to be available.
It's okay.
I might be able to hop on if you're doing. Well, you said you're doing Pokemon Unite on Tuesday, and tomorrow you're doing
Tuesday rank, and then Wednesday we'll have some Pokemon Snap for a bit, and then more Pokemon Unite.
Yeah, because you're not doing it tomorrow, I probably won't be able to get on. I'm working until 10 p.m. every single day.
It's okay. That's fine. I'll be playing Genshin Impact tomorrow because we got an update. We have story stuff to do. We have to bring home our assassin mommy. That's a lie. I already brought home the assassin mommy off stream, but we got to build the assassin mommy. But yeah, that's it. You don't have anything else, right? Because you still have your 2 weeks in before you start your new job.
I do, but once I start my job, I should be streaming pretty regularly. I'll be posting schedule weekly, probably. But I'm gonna take it slow at first, get my feet wet, and not kill myself. Especially since I'll be starting a new job. But I'm pretty excited. My hours of operation are no longer going to be 24 hours; they're going to be from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. So
nice.
Pretty excited about that.
What can we expect from you? Do you know?
Well,
I'll go back to World of Warcraft. You said.
I'm probably not gonna be streaming any WoW until the new expansion comes out, or I start raiding again, which I'm pretty far up for both of those. But otherwise, maybe some V Rising, maybe some Diablo Immortal, maybe some other things. I'm testing the new Gundam game that's going to be coming out, so I might stream that as well. And once Stray comes out, I'll be playing Stray, and I'll be getting Strikers as soon as I can as well. So I'll probably be.
That's in July, so Stray's in July, right? July 15th or something. They said.
Yeah, I think it's the 18th.
18th. Yeah. Okay.
I got some things in the works, but it's going to be a bit. I'm not going to start streaming until around the 20th again.
Yeah. Oh, another thing I have to announce is so I was planning on doing a box opening with some Pokemon cards, and I've been wondering why they haven't arrived in the mail yet because Astral Radiance already came out. So I go online to the Pokemon Company website and I realize I never paid for them. They're still in my cart, and now they're sold out. So I went and found a box set over on TCG Player, but that's why I did not receive them because I never bought them. They just got left behind in my cart for some reason.
Yeah, I also plan on doing some Digimon unboxing and some Gundam figure buildings. So
That
that
sounds
should be
fun.
pretty fun. So it's gonna be some pretty easy Gundam builds, and not doing anything big. I've got a couple like $15 to $25 figures to build, but something quick and easy.
Yes, start somewhere. I've seen some people like build like I don't know some like Lego Pokemon stuff that look pretty cool.
Yeah. Um, yeah, I don't do Legos because that's Steph's thing, and I would have let her have her thing.
I don't think they're Legos, but they look like Legos. The way they're kind of built look like that. I
Oh,
forget what
like
they're called.
the like blocks, I think is
Yeah,
what
is
they're called.
that what they're called?
Yeah. We like Legos in this house, but haven't been playing as much. I would love to start doing some like board game reviews too with some people, but I'll be figuring all that out. I also might start streaming my band's rehearsals
I
and
found them.
stuff like
They're
that.
called Pokemon Nano Blocks.
Yeah. Um, we just played the Princess Bride board game today, Steph and I. And
Like
it's
based off of the movie.
yeah, it's a cooperative storybook adventure game, and it's truly a 10 out of 10. It's got like the right amount of difficulty for it to be fun, even if you're playing with people that aren't super experienced in board games, and it's pretty good. It's got a lot of good, clever references in it, and it really does the plot in like 5 chapters extremely well.
Okay.
And every single chapter is like a new board game, essentially.
Every chapter is like a new board game.
Yeah, it's all got like the same fundamental rules, but there's new layout, there's new like special uh special thing that you have to do for this one. Like one of them had a ship map that you had to move a ship through as part of it. One had a like dueling between two different characters. There's some pretty cool stuff in it.
Okay. I will
Um,
trust your word on this. Maybe if we could play it on Tabletop Simulator, if we could find like a mod for it or something,
yeah,
or we could, or if we ever do another stream at your place, we can do that. We'll figure something out.
yeah. I'm also planning on playing the Wizard of Oz game with my mom soon. So I'll hopefully be able to let you know how that one is too, because it's the same company and it's done the same way. So
Okay.
it's a storybook um, adventure game.
Okay. Well,
So
that's our show. We'll be back in 8 days, guys.
yeah, see y'all then.
Adios. I'll see anyone who wants for Genshin tomorrow.